Begin. Gimmickmania.
Gimmickmania.
Episode 2. We've decided on Gimmickmania.
This is the official name of the podcast.
Yeah, after a little bit of marinating, we marinated on it for about a week. I think we landed on Gimmickmania as the title.
And
logo?
Logo. We do need a logo.
I mean, the obvious thing to do would be a Hulkamania style logo, right?
I was thinking like WrestleMania.
Or WrestleMania style logo.
WrestleMania.
Those are the two obvious ones to go for. A WrestleMania style logo.
Or Hulkamania.
I guess with if we go with the WrestleMania style logos, we got so many different eras we could go with, you know?
We could really work with anything.
Yeah. Definitely go with both of them. Both of them, though, we should try.
Both of them.
But yeah, we need help with that. Official announcement of that. Last week after we did the first episode, we watched CZW. What the fuck is it called? I
don't even know. It was like one of those compilation DVDs. It's like Pain, Violence, and Suffering 2006 compilation.
It's on the baker's rack in the kitchen, I think. But yeah, 4 matches were on it.
Yeah, they had some dope shit. They had
a couple of old Nick Gage matches.
Gage versus Wife Beater. They had Zandig versus Wife Beater. They had Jun Kasai and fucking Johnny Cashmere versus
Trent Acid.
Wait, no.
Trent Acid ran in on like every match.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a run in on
literally
like
every match on the fucking thing.
They didn't even show the finishes of some of the matches. They just showed
and they
you like
actually had
clips.
Both. I didn't realize how many times CZW ran angles where they just stretched a dude out with 2 ropes in the corners of.
Yeah, do the quasi drawn in quarter spot.
Yeah, that was.
But what really stuck out to us, and we had a lot of fun making fun of, was the CZW theme song from that era, which we're gonna go ahead and play you that now.
Emily was actually the one who put.
Yeah, Emily was fucking Weird Allen it up with this, but yeah, we gotta play this for you. It's a special little treat, 'cause boy, is it something.
CZW.
Gotta get Emily's version.
Blood, pride, survive. You're faking, your bones are breaking. Yeah. Like the Nazi, like the tribes, they come to battle on this night.
Yeah.
The ring, the field, the field of war, that's where they lay the law. Lay the law, once again, prepare for war. Die for a die, to live is to die, and live to die,
you die to live.
Blood, pride, survive. You're faking, your bones are breaking. Yeah. Like the Nazi, like the tribes, they come to battle on this night. The ring, the field of war, that's where they lay the law. Lay the law, once again, prepare for war.
So we think it's what the dude, but it's also what the dude Anthrax. The singer from Anthrax, but also like Zandig is involved with it too. Yeah. It's a musical masterpiece, that's for sure. Y'all should cover this and change the words a little. Yeah. I mean, we should just stem separate it. Oh, Gimmickmania. Just do the dumb lyrics that we made up.
Prepare to sell, prepare to work.
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time. That sounds like a really good time. I'm gonna fucking, alright, I'm gonna screen record this, make a fucking wave file of it, and put it in Fruity Loops and separate it. We're gonna be doing He almost does it. He basically does the parody that we're making of. To live is to die, to die is to die, lie is to die. Hold on. Oh, no. like a little bit back. Well, he really hits those yes. He really does say it like that. To live is to die is to die. I can't tell you how much fun we had last week making fun of this song. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Meet Miss Pink. She
Cookie dough Coke. I was like, what's going on?
Coconut Sprite or cookie dough Coke? Cookie dough Coke?
Coconut Sprite daughter or cookie dough Coke son? Those are the real questions we have to ask out here.
So we got, Kosuke's got a bunch of shows.
Oh my god.
What, like 4 shows he wants to talk about?
Honestly,
this
like,
kid watched way too much wrestling.
Pardon me if I forget some things because holy
No, you
shit.
did a great job. You went above and beyond the
I have,
assignment
like-
for this week.
Oh my god.
I did not watch Raw. I was a bad boy. I did not watch the Jasmine St.
This is
Clair.
my fucking
Oja.
notes.
Holy shit. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so we're
Kosuke.
gonna condense that down, but I did watch
Yeah.
a lot of wrestling.
I'm gonna talk JCW Lunacy a little bit, and Kosuke is apparently gonna regale us for like 3 hours.
No. I'm gonna give you the important details.
But
the good matches.
You watched what, Dynamite this week?
I didn't finish Dynamite.
You
I
didn't
couldn't.
finish-
I couldn't get around to that.
I
I got to
couldn't
a
do
certain
it.
point.
You said
where I
such
was like,
nice things last week.
I did. It was good, but it's like I can't. After enough is enough. I
So-
literally had to sit in my car eating sushi after buying weed today, like watching the rest of the Philadelphia show, so I could like review it. Because that was the important one. That was one that I was like, that's the one I really need to focus on. And then I watched like 3 other shits. It's like, we're gonna get this down.
Well, I'm gonna do some JCW stuff. We did a JCW watch along for JCW 80 this past week as well, so go check that out. But I did rewatch it, and I took some notes. We're gonna play some clips of that in case you guys missed JCW. I do really quick before we start breaking down all the wrestling that Kosuke saw this week. I had one little thing I wanted to do. Because I figure we'll do it like this. I'll do my little Brooke Hogan rap, and then we'll talk about all the shit you watched.
Yeah.
and
Oh my
then we'll
God.
close with JCW Lunacy. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Whoa! I just changed the color.
Whoa.
Just changed the color correction on that with my foot. Hold on. I don't like that. That's the sunlight one. There we go. Back to what it was. All right, so I talked a little bit about this on Habs last night, but I wanted to really break down. I did some research on this Brooke Hogan scenario, this situation with Brooke Hogan and her father. I've said on a few different podcasts that she was cut out of Hulk Hogan's will. I want to correct myself.
What the hell?
Oh, shit. She got this cool Star Wars cup out, too.
May the
From
5th be with you.
Yeah, may the 5th be with you. She was asked to be taken out of Hulk Hogan's will. I think it's really important to correct myself and to sort of paint this picture a little bit here. Already dropping some frames on here. Goddamn, internet's getting shitty. So Brooke really wanted to just be in Hogan's life, and you know she I think just legit cared for her father. And so I watched a couple of different clips from Bubba the Love Sponge interviewing her, and I learned some pretty interesting lore about this. So when Hulk Hogan got divorced the second time, which they completely cut out of that Hulk Hogan Real American documentary, when he got divorced the second time, he was looking for a new house. He got a new house. Brooke Hogan had started a renovation business, right? And she did renovate Hulk Hogan's entire new mansion, redesigned it for free, renovate, redesign the whole thing. And all she wanted in return was to watch a sunset on this new property. I guess it was like some oceanfront type thing, and she just wanted to watch a sunset with her father. And he agreed, but he walked away when it came time to just hang out with his kid and watch a sunset. When Brooke got married, she asked Hogan to walk her down the aisle. Hogan says, "I don't do weddings anymore, brother. Brother, I don't do weddings anymore, brother. Daughter, brother.
That's not gonna work for me, daughter, brother.
That's not gonna work for me, daughter, brother." But then was seen going to other people's weddings. She wanted to take Hogan, I guess, to see a Stevie Nicks concert. Hogan did the same gimmick. "I don't do concerts anymore, brother, daughter." But then was seen at other concerts with other people, really making it clear to his own daughter, like, "I don't fuck with you like that."
Just an overall shitty dad.
I mean, I can't even, like, and what did she do?
But then I did watch some of the documentary, and the way he's like talking up his son.
Oh, you did see some of it.
I saw like
Good.
the first 2 episodes. I haven't finished it yet, but the way he's talking up his son in that is
Yeah,
like
they really sell Nick, right?
they really like him.
Nick's the only one who was by my side, brother. He's the only one who stayed there. Not necessarily accurate, though.
No.
'Cause she really helped him.
Tried.
She's the one that got him off of the fentanyl that almost fucking killed him, that he's talking about in that documentary. The inflated fentanyl fucking milligrams that he's talking about in the documentary. But I think what it comes down to ultimately is she looks so much like the mom.
Yeah.
I think there is a subtle. I think there's a
Makes
subtle
Hogan,
thing
like-
of like because I think it works both ways. I think for the mom, I think she hated Brooke
Yeah.
because she looked like a younger, prettier version of herself. And I think Hogan, after he broke up with Linda,
Didn't want to see that face.
he
no
didn't
more.
want that reminder anymore, it feels like, to me. That's what it feels like to me. I mean, obviously, I don't know these fucking people.
Yeah.
There's a very parasocial relationship I have with the Hogans. But one of the things I learned with all of this is this song that Brooke made. Brooke Hogan made a fucking diss song
Don't
to
let
her
your
mom.
rental and your
And
hammock
I wanted
be
to play
invisible.
this, and I
Get
wanted to
seen,
break it down.
Get
real
booked
quick.
on
I thought that might be
booking.com.
fun for us to talk
That
about
feeling
Ocean
you
State
get when you're
Job
getting
Lot.
an incredible deal. That feeling of value.
Not a sponsor.
That's
Not a
why you
sponsor, but
shop
shout out
Ocean
Ocean State. So this song is called "Dear Mom," and it's by Brooke Hogan, and it's a diss song to her mom, Linda. Let's spark that.
It's such a shame
Oh,
when someone you were born to love isn't that person anymore.
we might.
This one's for you.
The lyrics were on screen for this version.
I love you,
We do have some sweet pictures.
but you gotta change.
It is a very much "I'm sorry, Mom."
When you said that you wanted to change, was it
Out my closet vibe.
do it to save all we had, or what do you? How could you give up? How could you do that? Why did you leave me? And will you come back? Spending all your time with him.
Look at that artwork.
Selfish with your ways, how you
I think that's her album artwork too. I think that's for her album that this was on.
treated your own kids. How could you
She
do
does a little
that?
bit.
I know we don't talk now. How could you turn your back on me? Now I'm walking out. 'Cause I didn't do anything to hurt you. I gave you the best that I can, and it's true, baby. I tried, but I just can't help you. Can't say I love you, baby. I gotta move on without you. I should've moved on from the pain that I felt, but I chose to love you the shit that you
I mean, she's not really putting
Look,
I would hope.
Girl, it's the truth. It's better to live than love you. Oh, yeah. It's better to live than love you.
It's better to live than love you. So she's what? She's like, "I'm gonna go live my life, Mom."
Yeah.
Like, "Screw you, Mom,"
Fuck you,
type
Mom.
vibes. I don't know. I was hoping it to be a little bit more scathing.
What you can do to your baby. 'Cause I'm
You were
gonna love
popping
you no
pills
matter
and
what
drinking.
you were saying. How could you turn away and forget those sunny days? But were they the sunny days, or was it the game you played? Perfect little doll that you can toy with, it's messed up. How can you be criticizing me when you fucked up? I never made you cry, I never told you lies. That's all you do to me, so what is your right? 'Cause I didn't do anything to hurt you. I gave you the best choose to love you the
Yeah, I don't know if I can keep going. This is pretty bad. I thought that would be more fun to break down. It's just pretty awful, honestly. So let's just keep going.
Let's just act like that one never happened.
I guess you want to talk about the New Day because there were some more releases from WWE.
More releases.
The New Day being the big headline.
But here's the crazy part,
which is
that
just insane.
They didn't even technically get released. I mean, they did, but they requested it because they weren't giving them enough money. Oh. They tried to renegotiate their contract down, and they weren't fucking with it. So
it was more of a they let their contract lapse type of thing.
And they did. Kofi released a statement.
Interesting. Kofi's been there for so
20
long,
years.
dog.
20 years.
I mean, I figured Kofi was a lifer. I figured
that's what I thought.
I figured he wouldn't.
And that's the crazy
wrestle
thing.
Anywhere else.
Is that makes me think like I don't think there's any more lifers. I don't think that's a thing anymore.
They wanted them to take a 50% pay cut. Noah, is that true? Take a 50% pay cut or walk.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Fuck that.
Now we're just gonna get the fucking Bucks versus New Day.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
And they're gonna get let off the leash.
Yeah.
They're gonna get let off the leash, and they're gonna be able to be.
They were funny in WWE. They'll probably be able to turn it up to 10.
Because they were doing some pretty interesting heel work even within those parameters.
And that's the thing that confuses me is they were kind of almost building towards them turning on each other.
Mm-hmm.
We never got shit with that. Same with fucking JC Mateo and Tonga Loa, the other two that got released. There's like no tag team division in WWE anymore. What the fuck are they doing? No more City Machine Guns? No Wyatt Six?
Maybe they don't care about the tag division. It's evident.
They're going to turn it into UFC. It's all just going to be one-on-ones. They're going to say, fuck the gimmicks.
Fuck the cool shit, monsters. Think about Mania. How many tag matches were on Mania? Were there any tag matches? The opening, the Usos, right?
Yeah, the three-way, or the triple threat tag, or whatever the fuck, the 3-on-3.
Shit, was that the only one? There was a women's tag, right? I think there was a women's tag I'm thinking about, too. Anyway, but yeah, really surprising. I really thought that Kofi would just be
there for life.
Forever.
And that's what makes me think. I don't think there's lifers anymore, dude. You think The Miz is gonna be there forever? Probably not. They'll probably dump his ass next year. They dumped Ziggler. That's when they dumped Ziggler. That's when I knew. That's when I knew that we weren't about lifers no more, man. They don't give a fuck. You get old, they just.
Yeah.
But they'll sign Evil. They signed that Evil dude from Japan.
And didn't use him at.
Well, he's
Mania,
in NXT.
Right? But didn't you say there was rumors of him being brought out at Mania? Or was that someone else?
No, I think it might have been someone else.
That was someone else, I think. I think I'm mixing things up.
No, he came to NXT. I don't know, man. I don't know. WWE's going down.
Did not watch Raw. Do you know anything about what happened on Raw? Did anything interesting happen on Raw?
I don't know shit.
I saw there was a SmackDown segment with Danhausen where The Miz made Danhausen think that he was his mentor.
Yes.
And then tricked him, did the old double cross, and beat the shit out of poor Danhausen. So Miz and Danhausen seem to be working an angle over there. That's about all I know for WWE.
I mean, shout out to Danhausen. He's fucking getting money, so what are you going to do? I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully they let him do some interesting stuff there. It seems like they're going to almost certainly just let him do his comedy shit, though.
It's almost scary to me because they're talking about, like, they don't like the dark shit no more.
Mm. But he's goofy dark. He's goofy dark.
This is true, but I don't know. You see how quickly they just got rid of the guys they just got rid of? They re-signed them and threw them away.
Hey, shouts out to Boof Boy to Clout Don. I know you from the Shaggy Show chat, bro. That's dope you're in here. Shouts out to Boof Boy. I think he does wrestling streams on Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
I believe. Shouts out to Boof Boy to Clout Don tuning in. Do you want to talk about all the wrestling you saw this week? Because I think that's about all we have for WWE.
Oh, God. Yeah, let me pull out the old notes.
The old notes.
So essentially, I tried to
watch so much wrestling this week.
I tried to jam in as much wrestling as I could because I really wanted to cover the GCW show, mainly the Philadelphia show, but I ended up just being at work, doing it while I was at work, stocking shelves and watching wrestling. So I did watch some of the SPO Wrestling show as well. So I'll cover that first because that's technically the first one I watched.
Shouts out the Backseat Boys. That's
shout out
kind
the
of
Backseat
their
Boys.
promotion.
Yeah, and I
They
did.
help run it, I believe.
I got bits and pieces because, like I said, I was literally working while watching this. But
They just had a show this past Friday, I think it was.
yes, that was what it was. It was the first of the month. That was called SPO and PWU present first of the month. Yeah, they had this dope woman's wrestler named Mother Endless. I really fucked with her. She had this like almost Penta looking outfit that I fucked with. Outside of that, I only got to see another 3 versus 3 on that show. Some pretty good wrestling on there. It got interfered. I don't really know many people on the show. But overall, there was some dope. I heard one of the guys called out Dr. Redacted, so that definitely got me tuning in next week. Hopefully, I can find some time to fit this one in next week.
Between all the other wrestling you're
Yes.
watching. We need to just go down to one of their shows. They're only in Jersey.
I did.
They're
make-
Jersey and PA, I think they run these fucking shows. New York.
Yeah. No,
all-
this
all
one was
stuff-
in New Jersey.
All stuff close
So
to
it's
us.
close to us. Yeah, it's not that far of a drive. I did watch the Backseat Boys match specifically because I fuck with the Backseat Boys. Those are the homies. They went against Kid Chaos and Papa Juice, Controlled Chaos, and this was a cool little team to watch. Kid Chaos, I'm not entirely sure how old he is, but that dude was wrestling. He was throwing some dope-ass arm drags on Tommy and JP. One thing about this match that I really noticed is the Backseat Boys were healing it up pretty good, and JP is really getting in his bag, doing his jiggy ass, like, I don't know, he was doing some, like, that shit was tough to me. He was, like, really working the
He's
crowd.
doing the cabbage
He had
patch.
a lot of
I think
kids
it's called what, the
pissed
cabbage
off.
patch.
Overall, yeah, pretty good show. I did not get to see the entire thing, but yeah, next week I'm gonna prioritize some more of that if they got it on next week. But if Redacted's there, that's one of my boys too. So, outside of that, I did ingest both GCW shows, and I did this at work. Some highlights of this that I really fucked with. I fucked with the Viperous versus Kerry Morton match.
Shouts out to Kerry Morton.
Kerry Morton,
Mr. GCW and Mr. JCW.
he did the whole beat women shtick again.
He was doing it
He
again,
was against
huh?
Viperous, and I don't know if this is just his gimmick because he's like
It's
a
his new
woman
gimmick.
beater or something. But yeah, he did the
We
beat
saw the
women
wife
gimmick.
beater in CZW, and now Kerry Morton's taking his gimmick, I guess.
And again, he just beat the fuck out of Viperous. They had this really cool spot where Kerry pushed Viperous into the ref, and then for some reason this is what confused me. So they ended the match by disqualification because of Viperous running into the ref. Which, for starters, since when in fucking GCW have we disqualified anybody, especially in a match where Kerry's literally beating her brains in with a fucking trash can? Like, it doesn't... either way. That's my Jim Cornette problem with that match. But then, on top of that, they did a replay afterwards. After this disqualification, they ran the cameras back. When the fuck have we done that in wrestling? What is this, football? All of a sudden, GCW is running the cameras back. They screwed my boy Kerry Morton. All right, he deserved that win. That was a pretty solid show. Kind of just felt like a filler show for the most part. But that GCW Philly show, I will get into a detail about that one because this one felt very special. GCW returned to the 2300 arena, which, if you're not familiar, that is the arena that they used to do ECW in.
Yeah, this was
CZW
the Saturday night show.
Yeah, this was...
They had a Friday show and a Saturday night show.
This was actually
this weekend.
a good-ass show. This felt like the same almost production quality of like a Hammerstein show. Like, it felt like they really went big with it, but they actually kept some of the ultra-violence, unlike with the Hammerstein shows. There was gusset plates, there was blood. It felt like a GCW show, just like toned back a scale.
They got to pay the respects
athletic,
to the ECW
yeah, they had to
arena,
do
you know.
And they sure did. That's that. I have that in my notes a lot. It felt almost like they were going for a classic ECW show vibe. They had some old ECW wrestlers, some GCW wrestlers. The first match, if you're gonna watch this show, I gotta recommend the first match, which was a ladder match between Matt Tremont, Lil Sicko, John Wayne Murdoch, Reed Bentley, Nino Extremo, and Slade. Yeah, 6-man, ultra violent title. They did the whole ladder match gimmick where Matt Tremont gets he's injured. They cart him out into the back, and then, all the other wrestlers wrestle for 20 minutes, and then here comes Matt Tremont.
It's like
He's
him
back.
hiding under the
Yeah,
chairs
and then he
at
starts
the
braining people with the chairs.
Green Mountain show.
He retains the title. It was a really good match. There were some dope spots where they were like fucking slamming each other through ladders. Tony Deppen is back in GCW. He cut a promo about how for the last 3 months he literally didn't know if he wanted to wrestle anymore. You could tell he was tearing up. He was pretty sad. But he faced it up for a bit, and then he had a match with Gabby Forza where he just instantly went back to being, Tony Deppen, like, fuck you, doing his shit.
Right back to the game.
So, yeah, he faced it up for like 2 seconds and then went right back to being heel. What else do we have? We had a dope match, which was the old school versus the new school. Jimmy Lloyd, Teriyaki, Flying Ryan O'Neal, and Junie Underwood versus Ruckus, Greg Excellent, B-Boy, and Nate Webb. This match was pretty fun. Kerry Morton came out and interfered, and he cut a promo about why the only reason the new school wrestlers have a match is because their rates are so fucking low. The only reason the old school wrestlers have a match is because they're nostalgia baiting. So, yeah, he's just talking his shit. It's him and Griffin McCoy.
I love Kerry, man.
They come out.
Really something special.
And then they go in to fight all these guys. They go in to fight him. Kerry pussies out. Griffin McCoy runs in, gets his ass beat. Kerry's talking his shit. And then Homicide comes out. Kerry does his little, like, lady scream where he's like,
his bitch scream.
and he runs into the ring.
Bitch boy scream.
Gets his ass beat. And then, I don't know if you saw anything about this show at all, but then, who else comes out but John Zandig fucking
No fucking way.
John Zandig himself comes out, yep.
That's so crazy because we just watched that fucking CZW shit.
And he talked his shit on Kerry.
Really? Him and Kerry had a back and forth.
Yeah, he talked his shit on Kerry, and then right after that, after they beat the fuck out of Kerry and the other guy, Emil just announced the match as everyone but Kerry Morton and Griffin McCoy has won this match. And then they went on to induct Ruckus to the the 2-300 Hardcore Hall of Fame, which are so many fucking Hall of Fames in indie wrestling now. I'm like getting confused because at first I thought it was the Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame. And I learned there's a whole nother one, so...
He's got to be what? There's like... there's probably like regional ones, too, because I think Manny...
Yeah,
didn't Manny just get inducted into like a Midwest Wrestling Hall of Fame this past summer?
I will say...
Or this past year?
Ruckus, it was pretty dope. Zandig pretty much talked about how Ruckus is like a son to him, and pretty much...
That's why Zandig was there.
Zandig came out essentially to induct Ruckus. Another cool little thing is Emil J. So here's a fun story. Emil J used to go to all the 2-300 shows wearing a blackout shirt, and that's Ruckus's like stable he was in. Brett Lauderdale met Emil J in the 2-300 arena like many years ago, and that's where they became friends. And to this day, Brett Lauderdale has Emil J under his phone as Blackout Kid.
Wow.
That's what he has him under his phone as. I saw Emil tweeted that, so shout out to Emil.
And also to this day, Emil still has that T-shirt.
And he still has the Blackout T-shirt.
I was going to say, I bet
and
he does.
He wore it, and he helped induct Ruckus into the Hall of Fame. So that must have been...
So was he wearing it that night?
He wore it.
Bro, that's so fresh.
So that's a pretty
so
fresh piece of lore that I learned from following Emil on Twitter, so shout out to that. Yeah, very deserving. He definitely
Boof Boy the
deserves
Clout Don said that Manny did get inducted into a Hall of Fame this past year. Big shouts out to Manny.
That's fresh. That is hella fresh.
You got a shout out here from John in the chat here. He said, "Holy shit, Kosuke, big fan. Love your newer single, In the Gutter with Odious."
In the Gutter. Hell yeah, boy.
And then he said, "I think Ouija Max should be headliner day 2 or maybe 3. He typically is.
Yeah.
Ouija usually headlines Friday night, so. No way.
No. Woo.
Might have been. I was cleaning one of the. When I was cleaning the gravity bong thing, with it, probably snapped it off.
Hell yeah, let's smoke that fucking razor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the tip and use it as a blade. Tape it to your fucking fingertip, bruh.
Yo, bro.
Oh yeah, CZW.
Yeah, no, outside
No, not
of that,
CZW. GCW.
GCW.
We already talked about CZW.
Outside of that, some other cool shit that happened on that show. Manders, called out Atticus. They have a match in a couple weeks.
Because he won that.
The brass ring, yes. Otis actually came out and went to challenge Manders, and then he wasn't like medically cleared because he just got out of the fucking hospital. And then they had like a spur of the moment match with Manders and Christian Napier that just kind of felt pointless. I'm not gonna lie, Manders just fucking buried him. Skip a couple matches on here because it was kind of there was a Ricky Morton listen, I'm actually gonna say this, all right? There was a Ricky Morton versus KJ Orso match and I fucking hated it. I sat in my car and I ate sushi and I was like, why is this on this card? Why the fuck
Was it really bad?
It just wasn't necessary, all right? It wasn't necessary. When you're in a rush trying to ingest as much wrestling as you can in the parking lot of a restaurant, looking like a fool in your car, eating sushi and smoking weed, don't get that shit off.
Hey, thank you, homie. $10 super chat
You,
from
homie.
Yo7P, which I
7P.
know is not your name, but that's what we see it as.
Hell yeah.
Dig the show you doing here, both of yous. Thank you,
Um,
homie. I appreciate you.
Woo!
Emily just took a gravity bong hit. And he's coughing.
Hell yeah. I might need one of those after.
Yeah, we're gonna take some grav bong hits, I think, after. Ooh, I got this weed, this strawberry lemonade that has a fucking real strong lemonine terpene flavor profile. I mean, but I
Grass
love that
clipping.
shit. I want it to taste like grass
I
clippings.
kind of want my weed to taste like weed. I want it to taste
want
like
it to taste
nature.
very lemony. It tastes fucking amazing. But I'm gonna make you take a gravity
Okay.
bong hit of it
Okay.
because it tastes so fucking good.
So there was a
JPC,
Janela-
that's the motherfucker's name. JPC, shouts out to JPC.
Hell yeah. Thank you, homie. Janela versus Vipers had a match. They're really putting over Viperous. She beats Joey. There was a cool little spot where she puts Joey's head through a door and it kind of made like a heart shape, and commentary made like a fucking Shining reference that pissed me off really bad because his head went
Wait,
through
what
the
was
door. They just said like, here's Johnny or something about the
Oh.
yeah, it was fucking, I hated it.
Lame.
There was a crazy spot where Joey Snapdragon suplexed her through a bunch of chairs. That was pretty dope. I know Emily hates Joey, but Joey's the GOAT.
Joey's awesome.
He lost, though. He puts over everybody. Atticus Kogar versus
He's a bad
Marcus
boy.
Mathers for the World Championship. And that match was a good match, but you know Kogar's not going to fucking lose when he has a match in 2 weeks against
No.
Manders, so it's like, eh. But it was a good match. It was in Marcus Mathers' hometown. Kogar got hella heat. He like threw his blood at the fucking at his little brother in the crowd, which I thought was dope. And he
fucking
he
awesome.
licked the blood off his fingers and shit. And then the main event, which was the one I was really hyped for, was Nick Gage, the King, versus Bear Bronson. This is like a dream match for any fan of like deathmatch wrestling. Then it was just a classic fucking, Nick Gage got it was, the best of hits, Nick Gage versus Bear Bronson.
Pizza cutter.
Yeah,
you
pizza
know.
cutter, fucking,
A lot of brawling, I would assume.
a lot of
with those
brawling,
two.
barbed wire boards they were going through,
Yeah.
gusset plates.
Light tubes?
No light tubes,
No light tubes.
unfortunately. It ended with a Nick Gage top rope pile driver through one of those fucking said barbed wire boards. So.
Boy, that is something you really notice, or that I really noticed watching that CZW shit from back in the day.
They
The
were.
work rate of those light bulbs. Holy fuck. They're just, willy-nilly. They don't give a fuck. Let's break out like a light bulb a fucking every other second.
We've come to an era where we can't just, we gotta cherish these every last light bulb.
At work today, they were like going around, and they were like all going around like on their little forklift thing, and I was literally watching them stack them up, and I was like,
You want to break it over someone's head?
aren't those kind of hard to come by? I can make them
They are hard to come by. I'm surprised.
off of these bitches.
I'm surprised your work still does them, because we had to change our whole system because we couldn't even get them delivered to Vermont.
Stash of thousands because
Mm.
of the owner of my company.
Bought a bunch in bulk years ago type thing. Yeah, we were buying as many as we needed, probably one at a time, and
He probably
my manager could not get them at all anymore. So we had to straight up switch our whole lighting system in there in the warehouse. Yeah, light tubes hard to
Light
come by.
tubes.
You can't even get them delivered in Vermont. They literally will not deliver. You find them online. You put in that
Facebook
delivery address.
Marketplace,
They will
baby.
not let you. They will not let you buy them.
Book marketplace.
Vermont's super hippie with that.
I could fucking maybe hit up Remy and be like, "Can you just, like,
Oh, Boof Boy the Clouton is in Mass.
Damn. Hell
Koski
yeah.
was just in Mass earlier
I
buying
was just
that
in
marijuana.
Mass.
We go to Mass to buy our marijuana, sir. So
We do.
yeah, what part of Mass you in, Boof Boy?
Don't dox yourself though. Actually.
Yeah, don't say don't say like your full street address or anything. I think Toto just called her.
Overall, though, yeah, check out that GCW.
Good show. Sounds like a good show.
It
I
was
want to see it.
It was a very, like, nostalgia. If you're a fan of old CZW, I know Relic's in here, and he's always talking about his CZW love, so Relic, you specifically, check it out. It's good. If you're an old CZW fan, you would like this show. A lot of nostalgia. A lot of new cool shit as well.
So, yeah, what else did you watch? Is that all? Was it just those two?
SPO, those two. I did watch a little bit of AW. I saw Darby retain his title.
Yeah, who did he defend against? Because his gimmick is that he's defending
Brody King.
against.
Yeah, he defended against that big ass motherfucker, Brody King.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he like interfered in MJF's match.
Fall River area. Yep, Fall River is not too far. That's definitely not too far. I think Mikey's pretty close to you, dude.
Yeah.
I think Mikey Sears might live in your area, bro. I think you and Mikey might be real close. I don't know if you know Mikey Sears, Jug Talk and shit, but I think y'all are really close. Yeah, shouts out to New England Juggalos in general, man. I fuck with New England Juggalos. Yeah, because I am one, all right, should I go into JCW and then we'll slowly like wrap up the show, I guess?
Starting some JCW.
I do have some clips of some stuff I want to highlight from this episode. So this was the post Stranglemania episode of JCW from Los Angeles the night after the events of Stranglemania. So a lot of it is the Stranglemania fallout. They start the show with a recap, a long recap of Stranglemania. Well done, well produced, but a rather long recap that they run twice in the episode for some strange reason.
They did that in real life too.
They ran it twice.
When we were at Stranglemania, yeah, they did the intro. The intro ran twice.
The intro
I don't know if
package.
it was like a technical difficulty, but
they're just doing it on their WWE shit. There's a backstage segment to open up the show with Vince Russo, and Violent J, or what did you call him? Russo J? Vinny J?
Jay Russo.
Jay Russo, yeah, Jay Russo.
Yeah.
So Jay Russo are backstage doing a segment. Violent J says he didn't tell Russo, Russo is mad that Violent J didn't tell him that he signed to EC3 because he's a partner, damn it. Russo doesn't trust EC3 even though they do a podcast together, which is odd. He's on his you can't trust a wrestler shit pretty heavy still. Let's see. Jeeves comes out with EC3. EC3 is Jeeves' kayfabe cousin, I hear the announcers talking about. Jeeves sucks his own dick for a little while on the microphone, and then he sucks EC3's dick for a while on the microphone. I have to play this clip because he says Stranglemania really bizarre.
At Strangle.
Oop. Of course you're gonna play an ad, right? Why wouldn't you?
At Open Farm, we're proudly obsessed.
Neither of these are sponsors.
Like Zero Chill obsessed with premium
Neither
nutrition for pets. Because when it comes to what goes in their bowl,
Stranglemania is the first time in
Come on, at Stranglemania.
to be able to tell y'all at Stranglemania in the
Thank you, Jeeves. Just wanted to play that real quick for you. Let's see. But yeah, this is a long promo. Let me tell you, this is a long opening. I think it's about 20 minutes.
yeah, it took up a lot of the beginning.
Go
of the
by
show.
before the show even starts. Let's see. They talk shit about his he talks shit about his ex-boyfriend Caleb Connolly. Vince Russo and Caleb Connolly come out. Vince Russo has a weird line about Jim Cornette and bananas that went semi-viral on the Jugga internet, or actually wrestling internet. I think I saw just regular wrestling internet clipping this.
Jim Cornette.
He's really good. He's
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, man. Two hillbillies who allegedly do perverted things with bananas. How's that, Jeeves?
Is that a rumor that Jim Cornette gets funky with bananas?
Funky with the bananas.
Does he like chocolate covered bananas? Is that a rumor?
I don't know about
Does he like to cover his Does he like to cover bananas with his own chocolate?
I've heard some Jim Cornette rumors, but I've not heard of this one. This one is new to me.
I haven't heard that one before either. I know there's rumors that he likes seeing his wife fudge other wrestlers. He likes being in the cuck chair.
The notorious hot tub. The Jim Cornette hot tub.
Ooh, what's the hot tub story?
I guess that's where a lot of it went down.
They get the other wrestler in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard there's some BDSM stuff that he's into. Never anything about a banana though. There's this weird line about Limp Bizkit wrestling promotion.
That was tough.
Caleb cuts a hell of a promo here.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me, man. Two hillbillies who allegedly do perverted things with bananas. How's that, Jeeves? You!
But as independent contractors, Jeeves and I have found a way to break the system because we are so smart, we are so intelligent, and we are a family. And so what we do as independent contractors...
Hey, shut the fuck up!
Caleb, it really picks up on Caleb.
You've been talking long enough. You want to talk about a free agent? Yeah, a free agent, because Billy realized something that every other company you've ever worked for, that you're a fucking cancer in the locker room. I know you're back there kissing Violent J's ass. What are you gonna wait for Limp Bizkit to start a wrestling promotion so you can hop on the back of another 90s nostalgia act, you motherfucker? Last night, you screwed me.
So EC3 starts to get this 1,000-yard stare, right? And I'm convinced, and I'm not sure anyone can convince me otherwise, that EC3 forgot his line. Because look at this 1,000-yard stare and the hesitation to deliver the line, and tell me he's not botching this. Oh, God, I hope it doesn't fucking...
Spiel was gonna be.
Look at this.
Exactly which EC3 are we getting today?
If Limp Bizkit were to start a wrestling promotion, I would do it my way.
That does kind of sound like a cope.
It's a slight botch, right? Yeah. I would do it my way. Isn't the lyric, it's my way? Like, it's kind of a botch, right? I guess it's good enough. Yeah. He gets the reference off.
I mean, it almost sounds like he had something else he wanted to say. And he was like,
Caleb!
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. What is the possibility that we get Fred Durst for the Gathering this year?
That'd be tough.
In the ring, I mean, wrestling ring. We get. I'm not talking about on stage. I'm talking about Fred Durst wrestling.
I think either way it's low. I think the wrestling might be even lower than the performing.
All right, well, one can hope. Maybe Limp Bizkit does start their own.
Durst is out here making music with MGK right now.
Yeah, MGK and this. There was some other
girl.
Yeah, there's some other girl he just dropped a single with. Okay, after this, Caleb attacks EC3 and a brawl ensues. Vince Russo gets a little shot, a little bitch slap in on Jeeves. Zach and Mark Roberts are announcing this is the night after Stranglemania. There's 2 debuts in one night on JCW episode 80. We have the Green Phantom, who I still want to call the Green Bastard, and this guy, Father Bronson, whose pre-tapes so far have been absolutely hilarious. Big Al is outside on a smoke break being interviewed by Mac Davis. She's waiting for Danny Moe. Let's see. JCW shows in May. Actually, I can bring those up real quick. Actually, let's play that JCW in May commercial real quick. Good excuse to run that.
Introducing Talismans, which work offhand for mages in place of shields. Their guaranteed increase to energy should...
Violent J. Message directly from the desk of General Violent J. By way of the emergency broadcast system. Mayday. 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 On the front lines, JCW has now officially gone to war. The enemy, any boring, lame, or corporate wrestling company around the world. Our mission's
Hey, no
objective
singing
is
Eminem
simple.
over the
Continue
JCW.
bringing freedom and freshness to pro wrestling by way of JCW Lunacy every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Not only for the Juggalo Nation, but for all true wrestling fans around the world. And what better way to kick off this mission than with 3 massive strikes on the enemy? The first initial phase of battle will be Phase 1 air offense bombings. The location chosen for Phase 1 is the JCW Arena, also known
And the night before this, they have a show in
Detroit,
Columbus.
Michigan. May 22nd, doors.
May 21st, they have a show in
8 p.m. or 20
Columbus.
hours. The second initial phase of battle will be Phase 2, ground assault tactics.
There's actually 4
will
phases.
feature its most powerful men and women on the ground in battle. Heavily trained soldiers and athletes.
Hey,
We're
shouts out to
talking
Can't
demolition,
Spells.
smashing
Have a good night,
teams
Booth
and
Boy.
brigades
You're still
capable
here.
of any and everything. The chosen location for Phase 2 is the Vault, located in Saginaw, Michigan. May 23rd, doors 7 p.m. wartime, 8 p.m. or 2000 hours. The third initial phase of battle will be Phase 3 advanced weapons and
They're doing
specialized
Columbus too, but it does seem like they're running a lot of the Midwest. And whenever ICP is on tour, typically JCW is on at least some of them.
JCW will unleash its special forces and hand-to-hand combat specialists. Men and women regarded as the sports elite, the Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and Delta Force level scholars of professional wrestling.
They've described Harpo's as the JCW home arena, though.
We are looking for volunteers to help our cause. Simply by coming
You missed a lot.
showing your support, and enjoying JCW Lunacy Live, and on YouTube every Thursday at 7 p.m. Remember, all 3 of these shows are indeed absolutely free. However, some selective ball seating is available for purchase. We cannot do this without your help. We are fighting this war every day for your freedom to continue enjoying JCW Lunacy. And it's not an easy fight. We seriously need you to bring recruits, friends, families, fucking strangers. Bring everyone, even the roaches that live in your home. JCW needs all the help we can get if we're going to survive, let alone win this war. Please help spread our name on your social media. Post this very commercial. And again, please bring as many soldiers as you possibly can with you who also appreciate dope-ass impact professional wrestling. Do this for us, and we can and will absolutely win this war. As a family, together. Emergency broadcast over.
Motherfucking whoop.
And I
Support
do think all those shows are free too, by the way, except for the one I'm talking about in Columbus. I think it has a $10 entry fee or something like that.
Not only are they free, but if you can't make it to the free wrestling show, it's motherfucking free, taped on YouTube later. So make sure you're watching JCW Lunacy and giving them some support.
Yeah, only $10. There's the Columbus show there. So the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th. And then ICP goes back on the road, I think. Is it this month or is it next month? They go on the road again real soon. Anyway, back to breaking down the Lunacy episode. Let's see. Russo and Caleb are backstage. Russo cuts a promo to the camera. And then back to Caleb rather awkwardly. Russo makes a match between EC3 and Kerry Morton, and Caleb is the special guest referee. That's the main event for tonight. Vito looks like Sergeant Slaughter quite a bit here. I'm going to show you that real quick. Sergeant Vito.
You're in charge.
With this
I know he's a stunad, but you're in charge.
Who's supposed to be looking after his
He's just
nephew,
banging a couple broads. He'd be here. He's a little late.
I banged the
who
broad.
seems to be
He's
hard
gotta
to
be
corral.
here to learn. Now listen, you got to take care of those rat
Definite
bastard
shades.
clowns.
Pagliacci.
More.
shades of Sergeant Slaughter here.
You gabish.
Oh my God, look at it.
And then I got to take care of some fucking dyspepsia.
Yeah, mob boss Sergeant Slaughter.
Gabish.
Ti capisco, capo.
Okay, I'm gonna handle
the
business.
aviators.
Get my nephew here,
Slaughter skin
and
drop.
that's it. You got it.
I understand.
Let's go.
I'm on it.
But some teasing of whoever this nephew is. this episode. Next, we got.
Wait, hold on. Who's next? We got EC3's fucking Jeeves' cousin. All of a sudden, now Vito's mystery nephew is gonna come. Like, who the fuck is that gonna be? Is it gonna be the fucking? Yeah,
and am I wrong, or is the Brothers of Funstruction supposed to be related to Vito too? Is that part of the storyline, or
yeah, because
are
they're
they just Italian?
too. What the fuck is going on?
I think they might just be Italian. I can't remember if they're actually related
These
or
Italians are taking over JCW.
So 27 minutes, 29 minutes in, about almost a half hour in, they get to the first wrestling match, which is the Green Phantom's debut. The Green Phantom cuts a promo about a better world, wanting to clean up JCW, blah, 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 a greener world. He talks about how he wants a green world. And then Facade defeats him in like fucking 14 seconds, it says.
Yeah, it was pretty short.
I knew as soon as Facade came out after the Green Phantom, I'm like, well, there's no way Facade loses to fucking Green Phantom and he wins the fucking American title right now. There's no way that happens. But why job him out so quick? We get a little bit of an answer to that later, kind of? Question mark, stay tuned. I'm still confused about what they did with the Green Phantom.
Kind of a cliffhanger.
I don't know. We'll see what happens next week, I guess, or this week, I guess. So next we have the new Brothers of Funstruction, the Brothers of Chicone, as they're calling themselves. Bring back the clowns. I like the clowns much better. This is fun to see them do something else and see their faces, but they're so much better as the Brothers of Funstruction, in my opinion. Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack show up to say that they have their back, that they're family. Violent J and the Green Phantom are trying to figure out what went wrong backstage. Jay doesn't understand how it didn't work. Russo comes in and says it's another one of his ideas that didn't work. Jay insists that the Phantom will get it together. There's this line. Oh, I gotta play this actually.
Yeah, that was.
There's this shot at NWA Power, which during the watch along, I think the very watch along that we were doing.
Right back.
Meiji Sampler, 2-minute beat making challenge, all keyboard, no mouse.
Hell yeah, bro.
2 minutes starting right now. Let's go.
Bastard clowns.
I think in the watch along though that we were doing, we had talked about, you had brought up NWA Power was coming back, right? Was it that? I think the same episode.
Yeah, something like that. I think.
Then they do this line. Was it someone in the chat?
I think so. Yeah, I do not keep up with no NWA fucking Power.
He drops this line though. Hold on, I want to bring that up.
Just like Vince.
Always getting upset, you're always yelling, you're always screaming. You're right, man. And that's my Italian temper. And I got to change. I got to work on that. I don't like my blood pressure going up. But the Great Green Phantom, another Violent J signing without talking to your partner 50-50. Weeks and weeks of hype promos. Joe, he went out there and lost to Facade in under 5 minutes, and not only that, Facade didn't even have to cheat. Joe, what are we doing?
I told you, when I saw him in Japan, this man was ferocious. This man was a monster. Look, I don't know if it's first time nerves or what, but I assure you, the Great Green Phantom is gonna get it together, aren't you, brother?
Yeah, no doubt, brother. No doubt. First time nerves.
Let me tell you something. You are one loss away from working at NWA. How about that, bro? One loss away.
Thought it was surprising. All right, so look at the height.
Vince, you're gonna see. You're gonna get with the green, brother. You're gonna get with the green.
Listen to that voice.
I get with the green.
Look at the height on the Green Phantom. All right, I think that's super important for later on. Look at the height. Listen to that voice. The hell? Yeah, Preston, you better not be doing that. Preston? No. It's not a Pornhub category over here. Category. Yeah, you see what I did there? Doonts. All right, let me let's finish up. Let's finish it up. All right, next we have Stephen Flo versus Cocaine in a guitar on a pole match. That's right. There's a guitar on a pole match. You know, shades of Vince Russo. Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah.
The ring rat left Disco Ray the night before at Stranglemania. She is apparently banned from ringside during this match, which explains her absence. But there is a new character in the audience, and early on, they were showing close-ups of her. I'm like, is she going to do a run-in? Is she part of the show? Because that's the only way to explain the multiple shots of her. Her name is
Cocaine. As well as anybody able to reverse it here. Devastating armbar. Hey!
Here's Cocaine.
Look at that. There is a young woman who I actually interviewed talking to some fans here in Los Angeles earlier today. She says she's Cocaine's #1 fan. Cocaine holding on here.
Getting out of this modified triangle, it looks like. Never seen Stephen Flo pull that one before.
Yeah, and a full armbar to boot. Her name is
Cocaine wins.
Cocaine,
Jumps
you
the
don't
rafter
say.
gimmick.
Oops, over the barricade. You're not supposed to do that. Cocaine, but behave yourself.
Well, she looks absolutely smitten.
Cocaine.
She's got, she looks
quite the
cool.
gift.
That's a cool mask.
Oh, no, she looks super cool.
You ain't lying.
And ooh,
That's
nice hookup.
quite the care package. That's a lot of
Perhaps
cocaine.
a souvenir for his biggest fan here.
Looks like he's gonna blow
And
her a
that's just
kiss.
his what?
Is the devil's favorite dealer. A man of
That's his
few
match.
words.
That's his match bag. That's his match
Is
stash.
that flirting? Is that how Cocaine does that?
Then apparently he really wants to fuck me.
That's just what he brings out to the ring. He's probably got multiple stashes on him. Look at those cargo pants. So I have to imagine that Cocaine and the Ring Rat are being set up for an angle here. I have to imagine. We got Mac Davis backstage with Kerry Morton. Big Al still outside on her smoke break waiting for Danny Moe. JCW Lunacy at gmail.com to send your watch-along party info. That's more of a reminder for me to send a couple of video links over there. Mac Davis is backstage with Sergeant Vito again. Luigi Primo shows up and says he has a gift for the clowns, meaning the brothers of Chicone. Barnabas is with the Outbreak, who seem to be withdrawing from their various addictions. It seems that it has moved on to other things. They now have Oxycontin somehow. Oxycontin? Oxycontin?
Oxycontin.
Is that how you say it?
That little piggy booked a villa.
Motherfucking ads.
This little piggy booked a hotel.
Booking.com. Not a sponsor.
Let's face it, most of us aren't going to set foot
You gotta
on
say it
Mars.
like Lil White in that song.
I'm gonna go.
Now listen, for 2 hours you have been clean. We are absolutely on the road to recovery. Now listen, I want you both to stay right there. I'm going to get you some refreshing H2O. It's going to help to detox your entire system.
Like, where did they
We
get
are
this
gonna
shit from?
rid your body of these.
Barnabas asked the most important questions. Where the fuck
What
they
is
get
this?
it from?
Give me this. Give me this. What is this? Give it to me. Oxycontin. Who the hell is giving you this? Where the fuck are you getting this shit? I'm sick of this. I can't believe this. How the hell am I gonna get this
Yeah,
back?
the zombies are really fiended out. They're really fiending out right
They're
now.
dangerous when they're off that Oxycontin.
Yeah, they're extra vicious. They're extra vicious when they're withdrawing, I think.
Hopefully they don't graduate to bath salts. That could be like.
Oh God,
that
can
could
you
be
imagine?
Next level.
Holy fuck. Luigi Primo versus the debuting Father Bronson comes out with red roses that he's handing to the audience and shit. Father Bronson cuts a very heel promo, almost the cheap pop promo where he's just insulting the audience and whatnot. Offers Luigi the opportunity to take a rose and go backstage if he forfeits the match. Luigi gives the rose to the referee and the match starts. Pretty decent, more of a decent, proper debut. Father Bronson does get a win over Luigi Primo.
Yeah, compared to that Green Phantom debut, it's that wonky.
Yeah, very strange, very strange. Luigi taps. They actually do a submission. He does a little lion tamer / clover leaf style submission, gets Luigi to tap. Father Bronson with a proper debut. The brothers of Chicone and Vito are backstage. The brothers warn Vito. A little bit of a foreshadowing to what happens at the end of the night or what happens later in the night. Big Al is outside, still on a smoke break. She demands answers from Danny Moe, who shows up in full ring gear and is in a hurry, dismissing Al. And, Big Al attacks Danny Moe outside. Luigi asks the brothers of Chicone where their bed is, because he's got to put something in there to send a message. Very bizarre part of the show. What is gonna bring it back? Let's see, that's 109. Beating up Danny Moe.
Hey, Joey, listen. Now that we got the business with Vito, we got Willie and Tony
this
with
is the
us.
brothers of Fun
We should
Structure, the
handle
brothers
it.
of Chicone.
Hey, brothers, I had a question. Where is your bed?
Where's your bed, right?
Where's her bed? It's at her house. Why?
Because I gotta put something in there. Like a Vito says. Send a message.
A horse head.
Godfather.
This has Russo's fingerprints all over it.
Hey, do us a favor. Stay away from Vito. He's trouble. He's a stooge. Stay away from him.
The extreme close-ups. The pauses for the last with the extreme close-ups. Definitely feels like Russo stuff. Corona, not a sponsor.
Don't.
Not a sponsor. Let's see. Next we have PCO versus Big Vito. Vito cuts a promo. His pretty standard take that shit off your fucking face promo to the crowd. The Outbreak come out and fondle the announcers looking for more drugs. They were so hot. They were so warm. Zach was staying right there. Little did they know. They were so fucking warm. But they go without getting any drugs from Zach. Too Tough Tony and the brothers of Funstruction, the brothers of Chicone, come out and they attack Vito, giving PCO a nice long breathing break. Boy, he gets a good couple minutes to breathe and catch his wind. There's a really vicious attack with a plastic mop sign I have to highlight, mostly because of the sounds that the one brother of Funstruction is making while viciously attacking with it. This, let's see, I think it's right here. Yeah, I'm right there.
He's back really right now.
Ooh, taking out months of abuse.
They have to stop him, like he's losing control. That might be my favorite moment of the whole night, actually, right there.
Before he goes too far.
I really like that moment.
He don't shine shoes no more.
Like he was losing his damn mind with that fucking thing. Oh, and now it's sold like it's the worst thing in the world.
Vito with that sign.
You're trying to kill my brother. I'm gonna kill you. Get out. He's made. He's made.
Not gonna be.
Yeah, because Vito, I guess, tied up one of them at Stranglemania. Was that the gimmick? Tied up and left him there? Was gonna kill him?
He just got it coming.
I think that was the gimmick.
Oja's coming next.
Oja Vito's the next fucking feud for sure. They leave Vito to PCO. PCO gets a quick clothesline and a pin. PCO defeats Big Vito. They play the Stranglemania highlight reel again. JCW Blast from the Past gimmick. The Bashams, Doug Basham, and the Damaja versus the Weedman and Billy Bong. This is from Slam TV. Have no idea what episode of Slam TV, but I did notice some Slam TV logos on the screen. Very sassy text commentary. Also on the
Those little,
screen.
like TikTok, not even TikTok, like old YouTube.
Doug
videos.
Basham taking it.
Yeah.
Doug Basham really getting it hard. Really sassy text comments here. I loved it. Mac Davis backstage with Vito foolishly offers him a glass of water instead of a cream soda. This upsets Vito greatly. He says he warns everybody that his nephew will be here next week. Once again, setting up this mystery nephew. So tune in to Lunacy this Thursday to see who Vito's nephew is. New debut. New reveal.
Is it going to be another Italian guy?
And just another random Italian guy? It's probably. Main event time. Special guest referee Caleb Conley comes out. We got EC3 with Jeeves versus Kerry Morton. Caleb and EC3 start fighting before Kerry can even come out, which explains my confusion when I was watching it. Man, like, did Kerry even fucking get an entrance?
Yeah.
No, he did not get a fucking entrance. Shouts out to Josh Klein with the super chat. Whoop whoop, love you too, homie.
Hey.
Positive vibes to Josh's mom, just had a surgery.
We love you,
Pause vibes to Mrs. Klein.
Straight up.
For sure. Hopefully she's doing well, Josh.
All my positive vibes are sent your way, homie. I love
Yeah, let's see. Where the fuck was I? Oh, yeah, they were fighting before Kerry comes out. Kerry comes out, just starts taking it to EC3 from behind, as he is known to do. Caleb the ref gets taken out, and Jeeves counts the pin for the finish, giving EC3 the win. I guess it says no contest, but it felt to me like EC3 got the win with Jeeves counting. Kerry and Caleb have a bit of a shoving match afterwards, and then the Green Phantom comes out again. Goes to shake Caleb's hand and then attacks. This time, revealing that the Green Phantom is Matt Cross. But then you realize, wait, that's not the same body type. He's not the same height. The other Green Phantom, no shade to Matt Cross. This is just,
he's a taller, lanky.
he's a way taller motherfucker. The
But
other,
it's almost like.
and I'm pretty sure the chest hair is different.
So who was in the match earlier?
Yeah, who's the other? Who's the other? Who's the real?
Is it
Green Phantom?
Because if you're
was it the real Violent J?
Yeah, I don't know. It's wild.
I don't know. But this isn't the first time they've done this with Matt Cross. Matt Cross was the misfit. I think
Matt Cross was suicide.
I think they did a kayfabe thing where Matt Cross swerved and was suicide, even though we all know it was Caleb Connolly the whole time. But they did do the gimmick that I was asking for, where I was very cheekily on all of those JCW recaps that I did. I was very cheekily being like, I really want to see Caleb wrestle suicide.
Yeah.
I think I said that on every episode of those JCW recaps I did. And I think I can say this on here. I don't think Jay would give a fuck. Violent Jay sent me a text message after I did one of those, and he was like, how do you know that Caleb is suicide? This motherfucker. It's his fault. He's the one that tipped me off. It's him. It's his fault. But anyway, good episode of Lunacy. Want to figure out what the deal is with this Green Phantom swerve? I mean, did they just kill the character?
That's just crazy
because now that he's unmasked, what are they doing with the character?
Well, Green Phantom's a wrestler.
Yeah,
outside of
you said we've seen shows with him and
Matt
shit.
Cross, so it's like, is he
What-
coming
what-
back around, or was it?
It seems like no. Like, so what was this point? What was the point of all
Does
of this?
he come back and get his get back on Matt Cross?
Yeah, like,
or
why
get
did you
his-
take my identity?
Yeah. You freak! Why'd you dye your beard?
You
green?
misfit, you.
You dyed your beard green. You
You dyed your beard green to be like me, bro.
You freak. Yeah, Matt Cross is into some freakiness. I feel like he's on some like, I don't know, almost like wear your skin shit recently. I feel like he does
Yeah.
a lot of this.
3 times at least. This is what
Yeah.
the 3rd time at least that I can think of in the promotion that he's done something kind of like this.
I do love Matt Cross. He was in the Backyard Wrestling game.
But he also double crossed Violent J too with
Yeah, I know.
the Violent J loses the company match and shit.
He's kind of just been a scumbag recently.
Yeah, kind of. Are we trying to watch JCW on Thursday again. Are we going to try to commit to do that again this week?
I'm down.
All right. Let's do it again this week. We're going to try to watch JCW
Matt Cross
Lunacy
gonna be Ninja Mac next.
81.
That you'd be able to tell.
I mean, yeah, I think you'd be able to tell that too, right? No shade to Ninja Mac, but Ninja Mac a little chunky. Ninja, I'll be able to tell just from the body difference. Like, did Ninja Mac suddenly lose a lot of weight
and get a little taller?
Yeah, get a little taller. Is Ninja Mac really shorter than fucking Cross?
I don't know.
In my brain, I think of them as the same height, but yeah, he might be a little shorter.
Same height. I've met Ninja Mac.
Ninja Mac is DJ Clay.
I've met Ninja Mac. I've met Ninja Mac unmasked.
I love that conspiracy.
In Texas, and he was actually pretty chill. He was a chill dude.
Yo, DJ Clay's just suddenly not behind the ones and twos up on the stage when Ninja Mac comes out.
I've never seen Ninja Mac and DJ Clay in the same room.
He always does take his bathroom break right before. Oh, that's so weird.
Throws on the suit.
I love that conspiracy theory. I'm going to continue to perpetuate that conspiracy theory because I fucking love that. Okay, that was fun. We did a little over an hour, not as long as last time, but...
No, EC spitting ball knowledge in there. Son of Havoc on Lucha Underground. Yes, Matt Cross was Son of Havoc on Lucha Underground.
Oh, shit. Was he really?
He was, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Whoop dropped that knowledge on me at the Gathering fucking 2 years ago, I think.
He was also...
That's coming
I'm
back
pretty
to
sure
me.
back in the day he was on that MTV wrestling show as well, and he was in fucking
the one with X-Pac and shit?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And he was in Backyard Wrestling the Game as M-Dog fucking 20.
Yeah, Son of Havoc was a big deal on Lucha Underground. That was a big deal.
Matt Cross, low-key, a pioneer. He's up in that bitch.
It's a kind of a big deal they have Matt Cross.
It is.
It's dope that he's down because
like
he's definitely down,
He's like a veteran, but like he plays his role. He's a great role player veteran in your company.
Yeah, anything else you guys want us to talk about? I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened. You see anything else?
Hold on, I might have something.
You got any other stuff in those notes of yours?
I got a lot of notes. I had to like skim over them because if I spilled all that shit on y'all's brain, it would have been a way longer show. We don't have that kind of time, baby. Hold on.
I'm definitely curious with JCW what happens with Vito's nephew. That's the big curiosity factor for 81 this week.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess any answers to what the fuck's going on with the Green Phantom?
Here's a crazy one. So WWE signed RFK's niece, RFK Jr.'s
I did see something about that.
Yeah, very.
That is weird.
Very strange.
Is that nepotism?
Almost nepotism shit, I feel like. I don't know. It's kind of strange.
I think it has to be a little bit of
apparently she
nepotism,
was
right?
like a volleyball player or something, so I don't know.
And she moved to wrestling?
She just signed all of a sudden.
Huh,
No,
weird.
fucking no. They did sign this dude named Will Cruz who did wrestle at a GCW show one time. He's like this big ass. He's putting on for the big boys for real.
Like Big Fat Boy?
Big Fat Boy.
Hell yeah!
And
Shout
I
out to
don't
the Big
mean
Fat
that
Boys.
disrespectfully, man. All right.
No, we love our Big Fat
love our
Boys.
Big Fat Boys. Old Mance Warner. He had a match in Ring of Honor. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you did.
That was pretty cool. Him and Steph DeLander left TNA because they did not clear her medically, and now they're going to go ball out, and Mansour's probably going to hit the pay window after signing a big AEW contract. Another strange note that I had was that TKO apparently does not like the darker, spooky characters.
You referenced this real quick when we were talking about Danhausen, and we talked about this earlier in the week. This will be a good thing to actually close on. Yeah, there. Where did this report even come from? I saw it on Reddit. Did someone write an article about this?
I should have got a source for it, but yeah,
it definitely is a viral thought that has been floating around the wrestling world this week. The idea that WWE doesn't feel like I
the
guess that
paranormal gimmicks.
Yeah,
because
they released Alistair, they released the Wyatts. So any like horror, I guess you could say horror inspired wrestling doesn't
Dude,
work.
that's wrestling. That's interwoven into the.
It's like saying
the
comedy
history of
wrestling doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, dude. There's Abdullah the Butcher. You
Yeah.
could say was a horror wrestler. Bruiser Brody, you could say was a horror wrestler.
Shit, classy Freddie Blassie,
Yeah.
man. He
George
sharpened
the Animal Steel.
Bro, back in the day, Blassie sharpened his fucking teeth on a shoot. Like sharpened his teeth to be very sharp, and he had like a cannibal gimmick.
Yeah.
And when he was in Japan, he would bite motherfuckers, and he had those motherfuckers shoot scared. He had them shoot scared.
Yeah.
Like they thought he was a legit monster. It's been a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it is harder now that kayfabe's a little more dead, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man.
You can still do it right. You can still do it right.
You can do
I
it
think.
right. I think they did it right with Bray Wyatt. I think they did it right with the Wyatt 6 in the beginning.
Dr. Redacted is a good
Dr.
example
Redacted
of a
is a good
newer
example.
wrestler who does it right, I would say. Sicko a little bit. Who's the fucker? Mason. Charles Mason, I think, is a great example of someone who can do a spookier, like more of a, like he's kind of like a modern serial killer vibe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's just you gotta blend it properly. Slade.
Yeah. Slade's great.
Slade.
Slade's a great example of someone who's feels like shoot scary. Like he could fucking kill you. But Danhausen is, we brought up Danhausen when talking about this earlier. He is pretty comfortably, like Noah says, he's a Munsters character.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was saying earlier. He's pretty comfortable in that comedy niche enough where, horror elements are definitely there, obviously.
And I don't mean it like spooky.
But it's mostly comedy.
I just mean it like more unrealistic almost. Like I feel like they're leaning heavily into their like every
like Undertaker
wrestler.
wouldn't work these days, I guess, right?
Wouldn't work these days. I feel like it's all gonna be just like almost influencers. I don't know how to explain it. Like Cody Rhodes right now, to me, feels like an influencer. He doesn't feel like a gimmick. He feels, I don't know, Roman Reigns kind of feels like, I don't know, man.
Like Paul Bearer would be absolutely ridiculous these days.
Yeah, it wouldn't get over, I feel like.
I mean, I guess it was kind of ridiculous back in the day, but it was, it was sort of taken seriously.
Bro, it was different. I mean, Undertaker had a match against Giant Gonzalez back in the day. Like, I don't know, man.
Is that the one with the weird
big
fake
peen,
flesh
like,
outfit?
Yeah, naked giant boy.
That's a weird match.
I just feel like they're stripping it down. I feel like we're getting one step closer to...
And I'm about to break.
Facts. Everything you say to me. No, I feel like we're one step closer to like, shit, celebrity fucking WrestleMania.
Well,
It's all gonna be.
That's so much what we were saying last
all gonna
time with
be
the Celebrity Mania, man. It's just so funny because it's like,
I mean, the New Day, man. How you get rid of the two guys? One of the guys who helps your gaming, the whole division with his YouTube channel and shit. The other one who's been with you for 20+ years at this point.
And we're probably one of the more over tag teams they've ever had.
Ever. One of the best tag teams.
Has there been another tag team that had a fucking cereal?
No.
I mean, name another wrestler other than Hogan that had a cereal. Is there another wrestler other than Hogan
And that
that had a
Kofi-
fucking cereal?
Shout out that Kofi world title run before they had Brock Lesnar's fucking stupid ass come in and fucking bury him like he does to every other goddamn fucking person of color talent in WWE for some reason.
That was
I don't know
COVID
why.
era stuff, right?
Yeah. Did it to Biggie, did it to fucking Kofi. I don't know. Fuck Brock Lesnar. I don't know.
Fuck Brock Lesnar.
Kofi had a dope ass title run. All right. He's cool. He should have fucking... They should have had him and Xavier beef. But they did make a Facebook post where Xavier Woods was like, thank you, WWE, for letting me end Xavier Woods and go back to Austin Creed. So something's a brewing. Young Bucks, New Day.
Is there any truth to the rumor that there has been tremendous backstage sexual tension ever since Paige returned?
That's crazy. Is that?
I know, I just made that up.
I was gonna say that's a crazy rumor. Where'd this come from?
My brain.
I was gonna say, dude,
I just made that up right now.
What reporter has that?
Me. I'm the asshole. Just made that up.
Poor Paige.
But I mean, hey, it's kind of a weird coincidence. She did show up, and he's like,
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
The awkward moment where the ex shows up at your job.
Welcome to AEW, dude. Welcome to AEW. Can you get FTR versus the New Day? You can get Young Bucks versus the New Day. You can get Edge and Christian versus the New Day.
Do you think they let them go heel New Day over wherever they go, or do
feel
they
like-
play up the old school
I feel
happy-go-lucky first and then go heel?
I was gonna say, yeah. I feel like they debut face. You gotta
And
get
then
the
they go
pop.
over
You
into
gotta get the
heel?
pop. You can't debut and then turn. I feel like they get the pop, run with it for a month or two.
And then they can have some fun
and
with
they
the
can
heel.
turn heel. I feel like a Kofi versus Xavier match in AEW, they'd go crazy. There'd be blood.
After you break them up.
Yeah, after you break them up.
Shit, do they
You know
just
what I'm
go out
saying?
on their own? Do they have to be a tag?
No, you don't. But I feel like they should.
I feel like they're
you
gonna.
gotta get
I
that
feel like
Young
they're
Bucks
gonna.
match in. That has been a dream match for people for years. And if Big E could come back and get cleared, but he stayed with WWE.
He's making pretty good announcer money. He has to be.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good at that job, man. Anytime
little pre-show.
they only do him on the they only use him on the pre-shows, right?
I think so. Yeah, he never
Maybe
commentates an actual show.
The post shows too, maybe.
Check out Micro Wrestling. They come around sometimes.
Yeah, there's a midget wrestling fed that comes around here, and Michael Cole said I could say that. Michael Cole checked online, said it was okay.
Midget pass.
I got the Michael Joel midget pass.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Eat tacos. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Happy Cinco de
Cinco de Mayo.
Talk.
I did the same
I
thing.
smoked way too much weed today. Shout out to the dispenser that I got weed from because that shit's good.
Yeah, we're gonna go smoke some weed and eat some tacos. Yeah. Everybody have a good Tuesday. Happy Cinco.
Happy Taco Tuesday.
Happy Taco Tuesday as well. That's right. Yeah. Figure out something to watch and eat some tacos, I think.
Hell, motherfucking yeah.
All right. Love you guys. Gimmickmania, we need a logo. If somebody wants to do a WrestleMania style logo, classic WrestleMania logo, or a Hulkamania style Gimmickmania logo, we need that.
Yeah.
Someone wants to hook us up with that. That would be dope.
I'll throw you a couple bones.
Yeah, we'll throw you some. We're not trying to get it for free. We're trying to hire someone to do a dope logo. So if you want to throw something together, and if it, I mean, come on. If you nail a Hulkamania logo or a fucking WrestleMania logo, we're probably going to use it.
If you're a designer, I feel like it can't be that hard.
No,
I
mean, shit. There might be a WrestleMania
money.
font, and we should just do that.
Ourselves,
honestly,
but this is your opportunity because we're too silly to do stuff like that.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna just see if there's a WrestleMania font. And fuck that. Just type that out real quick.
Well, you better hurry up because if
hurry up before I get
fucking
before I get impatient at work tomorrow and I Google WrestleMania font. Better be careful. You got about fucking 17 hours. Countdown. All right, I love you guys. Stuff and things and stuff.
Wrestling.
Oh, Emily, the lovely Emily. You're not gonna be on that? It canceled? Oh, Emily was going to be on Strange Suspicion, but I guess it got canceled. That's a bummer. Oh, okay. I guess I don't even know if I should say. That's a bummer, though. Shush. Okay, so maybe next week. Check. Maybe next week Emily's going to be on Strange Suspicion. That sucks. I was excited as a fan of Emily and Strange Suspicion for that crossover. Okay, well that sucks.
It'll happen.
All right. Well, that bums me out. Well, positive vibes. Positive vibes of Strange Suspicion. Shouts to the EC who was in here. Shouts to the Weird Bob. Yeah, Flashcat, the whole crew, Apollon, the whole crew over there. Yeah, man. I feel like there was something I forgot on Habs yesterday. I'm forgetting it here again. Oh, Team MUJ.
This Saturday.
You cooked up.
I cooked up a new song.
You did it. The thing we were talking about a week ago.
You
sampled the
Allen freestyle.
So did you sample the? Can
I
I say what it is?
Nope.
I shouldn't say what it is.
Say it,
All right,
yeah.
it's my bad.
We can't spoil it.
So he was telling me what he was gonna do, and I guess if you're smart enough, you can maybe figure it out. There's no one that knows that lore deep enough, though, right?
No.
No one knows VT lore that deep to even know what the fuck we're talking about.
You know. If you know, you know.
I feel like if you know, like we just laid enough clues, but yeah, he got a song he's gonna be dropping exclusively. Are you doing a music video for it too?
It'll be recorded at some point.
All right. Well, let me know if you need me to help you with that
Yeah, we
or
can
something.
do it.
Talk about that maybe a little bit off because it might be
Yeah.
dope to do some in the woods type beat shit. Anyway,
I
talk
can
about
show
that.
you what it sounds like.
Yeah,
He'll
I'm
get
curious.
the exclusive look.
I'm curious. All right, I love you guys. Habs 224 coming at some point.
Yeah.
Other things to talk about, I'm sure. I need to get back on my video grind. I need to make songs. I need to finish these songs. I need to finish these vlogs. That's probably what I'm really gonna kick myself in the ass and finish these vlogs because I still got to do that wrestling one.
2026 words. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Got this.
Yeah, we got to try to speed it up. Just start dropping as many things as possible. I really want to get more efficient with my vlog shit.
And you lost it.
Well, shit. We're gonna do that Hulkamania.
You could have
Yeah, thank you, Noah.
Did that for us
yeah, you
right
could have
now.
just fucking scammed me. Could have just scammed me and like fucking shitty graphic designers do, and just fucking type it out in a font and be like, "Yo, I made this." Oh, sweet, bro. Thank you. Here's $40. Should have scammed me, my dumb ass. Well, not anymore. We're just gonna scam ourselves. All right. I love you. I love you guys. Woo woo. Have a good night. Thursday. That's what we're doing. We're gonna JCW watch along. We're gonna do another watch along.
Come watch it with us.
Yeah, we're gonna try to show it on the screen.
Yeah.
This time.
That, yeah.
We were talking last time. We just did it off the phone. I think we're just gonna show it on the screen and watch along. Watch it.
If they
type
don't like
beat.
it, then just let
I mean, Jay will send me an angry text or something. Jay, just send me an angry text.
I've seen other people do it. So
Yeah, they were doing it on the fucking promo. It seems like they want you to do it. So I don't give a fuck. We're going to do it. I love you guys. Whoop, whoop. Have a good night. Tacos and broadcast. Bye.